Hello again, everybody. I'm Haleigh Manley, and this is my wonderful husband, Brandon Manley. And we are here to talk to you about traveling. Not the vacation kind, the working kind. Still the fun kind, though. So I want to start out with this. I think this is very important. The key to traveling is not spending your time there, but investing your time. Not spending your time, investing your time. When I was in graduate school studying luxury management, we are studying the top 1% of wealth in the world. And does anybody know what the most important thing to a wealthy person is? Time. Time. So when dad buys a plane, it's not because he has a lot of money. It's because when he gets on that plane, he can spend more time with you guys when he gets there. He doesn't have to take all that time out of his day. The most valuable thing to him, the most valuable thing to Brandon, you just get there. Jump on the plane and get there. If you're not there yet, which we're not, me and Brandon are not there yet, that's okay. That's okay. That's why we're here. That's why we're working. But when you are traveling, take advantage of all that time. You're on the road. I heard Megan Wood on her way here made multiple sales. She didn't stop. When you're on the road, be on the phone. Travel. That's what Brandon's like, okay, if we drive, that's 3 hours in the car. That's 100 people I can talk to. When you get there, hang out with the people. Jump in the car with them. Take them out to dinner. You came here, you're with the people. Hang out, talk to people. You're not here just to talk to Brandon, who hired you. You're here to talk to Andy. You're here to talk to Fitz. You're here to talk to Paul Roberts and meet these people. And stay out there. You didn't come here. You didn't pay the ticket price to leave at 5:30 after dinner's over. Oh, I'm tired. I'm going to go home. Take the time. Enjoy it. You traveled here, got here, you spent the money. Take all the time you need. So, also, mom and dad told me who you spend your time around is who you'll be. Very important. So when you're here, get around those people. If you want to be wealthy, be around the wealthy. A lot of people look at traveling as a sacrifice. Traveling for work is a sacrifice. And it is sacrifice. You have to take that time away from your family. You have to go out and work hard. You have to spend the money to make the money. But you know what? The things, when Brandon is traveling, it's not, I miss Brandon. That's not what I remember. You remember that all the fun things we can do because he is working and he is traveling. It's not the fact that he has to travel, it's that he gets to travel. And he gets to make this money, and he gets this opportunity to grow his team larger. He is out building relationships, making money, and making a difference.
That's right. It kind of made me a little nervous there when she said she doesn't miss me, but it's all right. I'll be okay. I'll get over it. No, one of the things that she touched on, I think, is very important, because when we talk about travel's something that if you want to build a business, I don't think it's optional, okay? You're not going to build a relationship over the phone. But one of the things she talked about was being all in whenever you're traveling. So when you're going around to different locations, meeting your agents, what are you doing with that time? Are you going and spending 4 hours in the hotel room getting a nap in? Or are you getting in the car, getting on appointments, and taking people out with you? Are you making phone calls from the hotel? Are you getting other people to meet you there so that you have multiple people, right? When Andy tells me we're going on a trip, like, I'm fortunate enough to ride around with Andy, but when he tells me we're going on a trip, it is my goal to get as many people in there as I can. So make sure that when you're going, and when you go to an event like this, network, get to know people. We always say it's better to know someone before you need them. Carriers are right there. You're going to need them. Promise you. They're going to help you. So I love that you brought that up. And we talk about the one thing that comes to mind is travel is let's think about somebody in the NFL, okay? They don't look at it as an option when they got to go from Tampa Bay up to Carolina to play a football game. Right? They don't let things hold them back. And they certainly go out there and they try to create a legacy for themselves. They don't go there and not give it their all. They go there. That's their legacy. That's what they want to do. They give it their all. So we should treat that the same way when we're traveling. And for me, I know Haleigh says it is a sacrifice. I have a really hard time looking at travel as a sacrifice. Like, I know I'm spending time away from Haleigh. But it's also, she's going to be pretty pumped when I tell her we're going to on a trip. Like, we're going to somewhere soon. We're going to Key Largo soon. Right? So I'm going to travel as much as I can up to that point. Because I got to get my work done. And I'm still going to be answering the phone when I'm there. It's what we got to do. So I don't look at it as a sacrifice. And I think the people that do look at it like a sacrifice, they're looking at it and they're not seeing the end result. Okay? So if you're more focused on the end result, which my end result is getting rich, to be clear, right? I told y'all earlier, I do not want to ride Andy's coattail. I want to help my future generation of children. Okay? So I'm focused on that. And for me, the reward becomes bigger than the sacrifice. So I don't look at it like that. And if you're wondering, like, what's the reward of traveling? It's getting out there and getting to meet my team. Getting out there and getting them around Megan Wood. Because I promise you I'm not as good at sales as Megan Wood is. And I know that. I own up to that, right? I want them to talk to Megan Wood. I want to get to know every single one of y'all because it's going to help me at some point. You know, one of the things that really helped my business, and this was a true defining point of if you look back on it, this is when my growth started happening. And I remember this like it was yesterday. It was in July, August time frame. We hadn't moved down to Florida yet. And I was talking to Andy. He was cooking a beer butt chicken. He loves cooking beer butt chicken. Had it on his little green egg smoker. And we were sitting down there, and I think he had me filming him, which was, Andy. Got me filming him. And so I said to him, I said, man, I don't understand how you scaled this business nationwide. And he just kind of looks at me and goes, well, Bo, I didn't do it from home. And I said, okay. And I said, expand on what you're talking about. He's like, well, if you don't get out there and meet the people that you're working with, and you just sit behind a phone all day in the office, you're not going to build that relationship with them. Because the truth of the matter is when I sit down with somebody and their wife and their kids at dinner, we both become vulnerable. We both start getting to know each other more so than we do over a 15-minute Zoom call or a phone call. So when you start thinking about this whole business, like, you guys are not numbers. You're relationship driven. And to build a big business, you've got to be relationship focused. So I'm going to continue going out there. It's nothing. If it's a 3-hour, 4-hour, 5-hour car drive, if it's 6+, I'm getting on a plane. But I'm going out and I'm going to go meet my agents, my downline. And I'm going to get other people there to meet them. And I'm going to help them drive some depth. And that's what we're doing. And that's what I think this business is all about, is relationship. Somebody told me one time, it might be you, Andy. Relationships build dynasties. That's what I'm trying to do. So if you guys aren't traveling, I encourage you to, because you can take it back. You can see a clear spike in my business when I started traveling around. And get your people to travel to these events. It changes lives. I have stories on stories of people, and I've been here for like a year and a half, 2 years. And I've already got stories. I can tell you, I won't bore you with them, but like, I can tell you about people who are still with me today because I got them and their significant other to come to one of our events. And they get to see all you guys. They get to see the culture that I'm telling them about. But it's a lot different. And they pick up things from you guys. So travel, you're not getting around that. If you want to build a business, travel. Got anything to add?
Book your flights.
Book your flights.
Get on the road.
Let's go. All right, thank you guys. Brandon and Haleigh Manley.